In this class, we will be understanding string functions in C programming language. We have more than 20 plus string functions available in C programming language, but we are going to discuss 4 very important string functions that are frequently used by the programmers. So let's get started with this program. In this program, we have declared 2 strings. The first string name is str1 and the size of this string is 50. Means we can accommodate 50 characters within this string. And we have assigned a value to this str1 and the value is hello and welcome. And we have taken another string str2 of 20 size and the value that we are storing is wisdomers. And the first string function that we are going to cover is strlen. So what it means is string length. And what are the parameters, what are the arguments that we need to provide into this function is the string for which we want to find the length. And can you guess the outcome of this function? It is going to print the number of characters within the string, excluding the null character. Please keep this in your mind. We don't want the null character to be added in our string length outcome. We want only the number of characters that are there within the string. Only those characters length will be provided as the outcome, as the return value of this string length. Okay, so now can you guess what is the outcome? What is the outcome of this first string str1? So I have provided a string length, the argument as a str1. So the length is going to be 16 characters. I've already counted those characters. In this string 1, we are having 16 characters and we are going to get that 16 value. Okay. Now, next coming string function is strcat. So what is this? strcat means it is string concatenation. What is meant by concatenation? If you want to concatenate a string into another string, what happens is whatever the source string that we want to concatenate, that will get appended to the destination string. So let's understand this by using this string function. strcat is the string function used to concatenate 2 strings. And we have to provide both the strings. The first string is the destination string and the second string that we provide as the argument is the source string. So what it means? The destination string is the string into which the source string will get concatenated. So the destination is the final, the destination string is the string into which the source string will get concatenated, will get appended. Okay. Now, what is the very important point that we have to keep in mind is if you want to concatenate 2 strings, the length of the destination string, the size of the destination string should be long enough to accommodate after the concatenation. So you should be very careful about this. If you give smaller length destination string, then we are going to get a buffer overflow error. Means the size of the string is going to exceed, it is going to occupy the memory spaces for which it is not authenticated. Try to understand that. Okay. So the destination string should be long enough to accommodate the length of the source string also. So now what is this first printf is going to print? It is going to print the string after concatenation. So what is the return value of this string function strcat? And I am providing string 1 and string 2, and what it is going to return is it is going to return the final string after concatenation. So where the string is getting stored, the destination string is str1, so it is going to return the value of str1 after concatenation. Now can you guess what is that we are going to get after concatenation? The return value of this strcat is hello and welcome wisdomers. The string 2 is concatenated, is getting appended to the string 1, and this function is going to return the destination string, which is in our case it is string 1. Now if you print both the strings separately, the string 1 will be having a value of hello and welcome wisdomers, and the string 2 is having the same value, which is wisdomers. Try to understand that. This is what we call it as concatenation, string concatenation. And the third very important function is string copy, and the name of the function is strcpy. So what is the use of this is the source string will get copied onto the destination string. So what is the outcome of this? What is the return value of this function is the source string will be copied onto the destination string, and we are going to get the destination value stored in the destination string. Now you may get the doubt that why can't we assign the value str1 is equal to str2? Can we do that? No. The strings are array names and we cannot assign an array onto another array. We are going to get an error. So if you try to copy in this way str1 is equal to str2, we will be getting an error because we cannot copy one array into another array because we cannot assign another address, the address of another array into the existing array, which we have already discussed in our previous classes. Okay. Now, if you use this string function strcpy, what is the outcome? And I have given the destination string as str1 and the source string as str2. Now, can you guess the outcome? The value in the str2 will be copied onto str1. What is the value stored in str2? It is wisdomers. Now, str1 will also have the same copy. So, the same wisdomers will get copied onto str1. The previous hello and welcome wisdomers will be overwritten. Try to understand that. That is the use of string copy. And here also the very important point is the destination string should be long enough to accommodate the value that is being stored in str1, the source string. So try to understand that. If you print both these strings separately, it is going to print wisdomers, and the second string also str2 will also print wisdomers. So that is the use of strcpy, string copy. And the fourth, another very important string function and very frequently used string function is strcmp, string comparison. This function is used for string comparison. We can compare two strings. Now you may get a doubt that why can't we compare using str1 double equal to str2, the way in which we do integer comparisons. Can we do that? No, because the strings are storing the addresses, the starting address. These are arrays. Arrays means mnemonics. Mnemonics means they are having the ability to store addresses. Now, can we compare two addresses? No, we cannot compare, and we cannot say that both of the strings are same. Okay. Now, what is that? The string comparison, we have to provide the destination string and source string, because these are the strings that we need to compare. And what is the return value of this function? The return value of this function is if both the strings are equal. And how the comparison is done is each character of string 1 is compared with the character of string 2. If all the characters in string 2 are equal to the characters of string 1, then it is going to understand that both the strings are equal. If both the strings are equal, identical, then what is the outcome is, it is going to produce an outcome of 0. If the outcome is 0, if the return value of strcmp is 0, it means that both the strings are identical. If it produces a value other than 0, any value, it may be a negative value or positive value, randomly it is going to generate a value. If the outcome is any value other than 0, so then the string comparison states that these two strings are not equal. Okay, so these are the four very important strings that we need to understand in string functions. Let's see the output of this. So what is the outcome that we're going to get for this program? So I've taken the same program here. So let's run this program, and what we're going to get, see here. The string length is 16, as I have already discussed. So the string concatenation, after string concatenation, executing the string concatenation function, we are getting hello and welcome wisdomers. And if you print the strings individually after string concatenation, the string 1 is going to have hello and welcome wisdomers, and the string 2 is having a value of wisdomers. And string copy, if you copy the string 1 value onto this, the string 2 value onto string 1, so the source is string 2 and the destination is string 1, so the outcome is wisdomers. And if you individually print the values of both the strings now having a value of wisdomers. Now, can you guess the value of the outcome of string comparisons? If you compare these two strings, wisdomers and wisdomers, what is the outcome? We are going to get an outcome of 0. If you get an outcome of 0 after string comparison, return value as the string comparison function, it means that both these strings are equal. Okay, so that's it. These are all about the string functions in C programming language, very frequently used string functions in C programming language. In the next class, we will be writing a lab program. We will be discussing a lab program based upon these string functions. So that's it for this video. See you in the next class.